Hi everyone and welcome back to Peachy Global Kitchen. If today is your first time of stopping by on my channel, I said thank you so very much for stopping by and you are at the right place. While you are here, don't forget to do the needful, and that is click the subscription button, turn on the notification icon bell so that you get to see more of my video each time I upload new videos. And also don't forget to give this video a thumb up and share to your friends. Today on Peachy Global Kitchen, we have a recipe for you, which is coconut and goat mince pie. Yes, I bet you've not heard about that before. Well, Peachy Global Kitchen is bringing that recipe to you, to your knowledge, and for you also to try and see how it tastes. Without further ado, let's go to today's recipe, and let me show you the ingredients for this recipe. So let's go there. All right, friend, here are the ingredients for this coconut and goat meat pie. Here we have our goat's minced meat, and here you have the carrots, and there is butter. This is a fat-free butter. You can get it in any of those big supermarkets. And here you have baking powder and salt. That little one over there is salt. And then we go to, this is flour, water mixed flour, and this is another flour for the dough, for making of the dough. And here you have the Irish potato, and here is my coconut flour. You can see it here. And then here is my egg wash. Here you have onion, a glass of water, flour, a bowl for the mixing, my measuring spoon, and groundnut oil. So haven't showed you all the recipe for this menu, or for this dough mince pie. We will now go straight into the making of the mince pie. All right, friends, here is the preparation of the mince pie filling. Here on the gas, and allow the pot to dry off before we start the process. All right, here we put in 1 tablespoon of groundnut oil. Now, if you want to make this recipe, you can double your own recipe. If you want it much, you double it. But if you want it as little as I'm doing it now, then it is okay. And the measurement of all the recipes, I will write them on my description box below, and you can also see them on the screen right now, even as I am preparing it. So this is 1 tablespoon of groundnut oil. And to that oil, I'll add my onion, and I'll keep turning it until it turns translucent. You make sure that it does not get burnt. You keep turning it, and your heat must be on medium heat. You keep turning it so that it will not get burnt. Now when it gets burnt, it gives it another different taste altogether. And then I'll add in my goat mashed meat. And you see how this goat meat is. It is very bright and clear. Let me give you a closer look of how it looks like. You see, very bright and clear. So we will now keep turning the minced meat until it becomes pale, and we will see it as we go on with this process. All right, friends, this is it. You see the color now? It has changed, it has become more pale. It wasn't as red as it was when I put it. So you can see how it is now. I have to change my pot because the other pot was smaller. So this now will add. Then we add in 1 glass cup of water to the goat minced meat, and then we cover it and allow it to simmer for 5 minutes. We'll be back after 5 minutes. Here we put in our carrots, we put in our Irish potatoes, mix it very well, and then we cover it to boil for some minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, here, let's go. Wow, you can see how it's really boiling. And here it is. So we'll just add our salt. Like anyway, I don't need to repeat that. I don't use Maggi cube, but if you want to use Maggi cube, you can use 2 cubes. For those of you that are addicted to Maggi cube, you can use 2 cubes of Maggi cube if you want to. I only use. Okay, here we are. Then I will add the. This is 1 tablespoon of flour mixed with half cup of water. Yeah, I'm going to add it to our filling, and this helps the meat pie to remain moisturized inside, so it won't look dry. You know, it will be more enjoyable when you are, eating it. So that is what makes it well moisturized. Now let's check. At this point, we'll off gas, and I'll let the ingredient to, that's it, to steam with, to to get done with the heat from the sauce. So while we go back to start preparing for our dough. Okay friend, here we start the process of the dough making, and before then I'll put on my hand gloves. For those of you that most people not most people frown at one using your bare hands to mix things, and some other people doesn't even look at it to be anything. So here I will start the dough preparation. First thing first is we'll put in flour. Like I said before, all the measurements of the recipe will be on my description box below. And while you are watching this video, if you have any observation, any comments, anything that you want to say, or you have a recipe that you want me to showcase on Peachy Global Kitchens, then you also send it to me or write it on the comment box, or you inbox me on our WhatsApp or Messenger, Facebook, or any social media where you can find us. And all the social media where you can find us will be written at the down of this video as we are in progress. Okay, here I'll put in my flour. First we'll go with the dry ingredients, then I will put in my baking powder, and then salt, and then I will massage everything together. Mix it thoroughly. Having done that, I'll put in my coconuts, and then you continue mixing them thoroughly. Mix all the dry ingredients together. And this coconut and goat meat pie is just the same process with the normal meat pie. The only difference there is, one, the measurements you use might not be the same. Two, some people might use cow meat and chicken meat or whatever other meat they prefer to use. But on this very recipe, I decided to use goat meat, blended goat meat to do it, because I want to experiment. I want to really know how it will taste like when goat meat is used instead of cow meat. So that's why I decided to use this. And okay, I've mixed it all. Then I will put in my butter. This butter must be kept in room temperature. Here is cold now, and most times when you bring out anything out from the fridge, it still remain cold because of the weather. So here we'll keep rubbing it in, and until it starts forming a very nice stuffy dough. Here I have mixed all the ingredients, all the dry ingredients and the butter. Remember I told you the butter is fat free. For those of you that frown at that are on diet and you don't want to get fat, you frown at fatness, there are also butter that you can use for this recipe. You can use fat free butter. You get them in one of those big supermarkets, and now you can see how it looks. Then we'll start adding our water. I have a glass of water here, and we'll start adding it gradually at a time. You don't just put on everything. Just put it gradually. And least I forget, before you start making your dough, don't forget to do what, to preheat your oven at 180 degree, so which I have done that. Preheat the oven, and then we'll start working on the dough. Making mince pie sometimes is very taxing, apart from the fact that you also spend money buying the ingredients, but the process is very, very tasking, especially when you are doing it all by yourself. You need to put so many things in order and make sure that everything comes out good, and if not perfect, let's say at least good enough to attract people's attention to view your channel. So this is it. I'll keep working on this dough until I got the consistency that I'm looking for. Here is the consistency that I am looking for. You can see it. This is the dough. It has already taken form and shape, and now I'll move it from the bowl down to my table. You can see I have cleared the table and prepared it for the rolling of the dough with my rolling stick. Here we roll the dough. Can see I have cut out the dough. I will now rub my egg wash on it, and we'll put in our filling, and we'll be back. Here is the finished product of the mince pie filling that I did earlier. Finishing with it, I put it inside the freezer so that it can cool off, and right now it is thoroughly cooled off. So we'll start the process of putting our egg wash on the dough. Here is you can see the filling. I have put it on the dough, and then I will now cover it together and seal it up. Okay friends, here is the final product of coconut and goat mince pie. Now this is time for us to pump it inside the oven. Don't forget that your oven has to be preheated 180, and we'll put it there for 25 to 30 minutes, and we'll be back again to check how it's going when it is set. See you guys later. Okay friends, it is 30 minutes exactly, and we are going to check our pie and see how it is. Here we have our finished product of coconut and goat mince pie. See the color, isn't it so tempting? Yeah, this can be, you can use this for those of us that have kids at home. You can just make this for them and put it in the fridge, and every morning you just warm one and put it in their bag. They will use it as snack at school. Instead of you going to the supermarket or buying them all this junk, all these things that are already made things in the market or out there that might even endanger their health. It is better for you to do something like this, that you are sure of, you prepared yourself, and you can vouch for, you can be 100% certain and assured that your kids are eating something that is very, very healthy. Now I hope you give this a try, and don't forget to keep write your comments or your observation or whatever you feel like saying to us on our comment box. Follow us on all our social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, Imo. And also don't forget to subscribe, like and share to your friends. And until I come your way next time, remain in the atmosphere of spicing your life.